Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Vincent Micucci. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty well right now, pretty well.
Okay, so tell everybody where you're from.
So I'm from Quakertown, Pennsylvania. I play football at Quakertown High School for the Quakertown Panthers.
Nice. So you just kind of talk about how the off season's kind of going so far.
Yeah, so it's been pretty busy for us. So we started off back in January, the first actually after the new year. We started that first week. And then since then it's progressed. Right now we're going 5 days a week, 7 a.m. We're up and we're doing workouts. Lifting, we're doing like a lifting workout 3 times a week, speed workout twice a week, and then we get on the field and throw together at least twice a week. So
You're a quarterback. What's that like? What made everyone? What made you decide like, hey, this is what I want to do?
yeah, so I've been playing since I was about like 5 years old. And I've been playing quarterback, that whole time. So it's kind of just been like an every year progression where it's just all I've ever known, really. So I mean, I've been playing really wherever the team needs me over the past couple of years, especially in high school. I branched out and played like a little bit of DB. My sophomore year, played some receiver. But yeah, in terms of quarterback, it's just been something that I've done. I've just played the position ever since I was younger. And I've just been growing with the game throughout my years, especially, over the last couple of years in this off season. I feel like I've made some great strides, but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of been like I said, like every year I just kind of carried on with it. And I love it. I love the position, love the challenges it brings. And yeah, it's always a good time.
Okay, so what are your I know everyone has goals like state championships and all that fun stuff, but
Yeah.
what are your goals for this season?
So I think like our team's main goal is just to build off of last year. So 2 years ago, we had a great senior group. Our team went, I was a sophomore, our team went 13-1. We made it to the district semis. It was a historic year for our team. So once that senior class left, last year was kind of like what I refer to as a rebuilding season for us. Kind of like, understanding the ropes. A lot of guys kind of, figuring out what it was like to play varsity football for the first time. So I think this upcoming season is just going to be, just leave it all out there. I think our main goal though is just take it week by week and have a shot for a league championship. I'm not nothing like a district or state championships even in my head yet. I'm really just trying to get past week one. We'll get to week one and then just take it week by week and hopefully, at the end of the season have a shot for a league championship and make a push for the playoffs. I think that's probably where our main goals are right now.
Can you believe that you're a senior?
I can't. I can't. I feel like I should be like adjusted to that sense now that after, I've been looking at colleges, I've been talking to schools and this and that. Um, but it hasn't really hit me yet that this is like my last year ever playing for Quakertown. I've been here my whole life, and it's a great place to play football. We're very fortunate because where we play, it's at Alumni Field. I mean, we get the whole town out for games. It's really like it's not something that every school has the opportunity to get. I mean, we get like a packed house, and then every year on Thanksgiving we have a game against Penridge, which are our rivals. And that game, I mean, it's standing room only. Like it's like something that you don't want to go away. You know what I mean? So the fact that this is kind of like everything, while I'm cherishing the moments, it's like everything's like a last, like we just had a big 7-on-7 tournament with some other schools and we're like, wow, like that was our last time doing this already. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can't believe it. But it's kind of like I'm slowly getting adjusted to it, but no, not really yet. It probably won't hit me until I'm done.
Okay, so when things aren't going well, I know it's all, you know, as a QB, your job is to, make sure and keep everyone excited, rejuvenated, even when times get tough. So how do you handle that yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I think especially with the group we have coming up, like we're all really close. We have a tight bond, like the whole, not just our senior group, like the whole from freshmen all the way up. So I think the biggest thing is like knowing that we can just trust each other, and like yeah, like you said, I mean the biggest thing is keeping everybody the morale up. So last year, we hit some pretty big bumps. There were games where we didn't even put points on the board, and that, I mean, as shameful as that is, it happens. So I think the biggest thing is just understanding the trust we have with each other, and we can, just keeping everybody together. We know that we can push each other to achieve great things because of that trust. So I mean, it gets tough, especially when things don't go your way, because obviously you want them to go your way. That's just how the game is. But it's part of it. It's part of growing. It's part of understanding. It's part of learning. Like, if you're not winning, you're learning. You know what I mean? So it's a great thing for us to carry on into this year. But yeah, I think definitely just keeping the morale high, and just understanding that like it's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? One bad play, one bad game, one bad series, it's not gonna, turn the course of this whole season or the off season. It happens to everyone. That's the sport. So yeah, that's probably what I'd say there.
How do you mentally prepare for a game?
So last year I actually started working with like a sports psychologist to get my mental game right. A big thing for me is just understanding who we're going to go up against. So every week we meet at the beginning of the week, we get a great game plan for for what's coming up, and then just watching film and understanding like what certain plays work with different coverages. That kind of stuff just helps me prepare, going into the game, and then throughout the week, obviously just discussing stuff with coaches and teammates and understanding what'll work. That helps me prepare, like obviously physically, but that also kind of eases the mental game a little bit, because then I'm not, as anxious when I go out there because I know what I'm going up against.
Yeah. So kind of take me through the rest of the summer. What do you got going on before week one?
Yeah, so we have, like I said, a lot of summer workouts right now. It's really it's not mandatory, right? It's all optional workouts. But so we'll be doing the same routine. So we'll go 5 days a week, um, up until the last week of July, and then we have the last week of July off, and then the first week of August off, and then we start up. I think it's that first Monday or second Monday of August we start up, and then we'll start up with camp. We'll have 2 days there. We'll do that for a couple weeks, and then we have a scrimmage against Perk Valley, which is always a great test for us, because they're a great team, great program. So it's great to kind of see what we have, in terms of a team, and then that'll carry us into week one, and then we'll start week one. We have Southern Lehigh this year. So yeah, it should be a good game. It should be fun.
Yeah, should be exciting.
Yeah,
Uh, well, Vincent, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us, and we'll check in with you we'll check in with you again maybe later in the year.
sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, and by the way, one more thing for the audience out there. If you like this podcast, feel free to share it and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. It's really going to like this channel.